Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. This is Cam. Flashback Finds the channel. We are going to go over what sold on eBay this weekend from Friday through Sunday. It is Easter weekend. We had like 40-something sales, which is pretty good. I was expecting it to be even a little bit lower because of the holiday weekend, but ended up doing okay. A couple of higher dollar ones, a lot of kind of run-of-the-mill bread and butter stuff, but again, it all adds up and helps pay the bills, and that's what this is about. So let's kind of get into it and go over what sold. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the questions at the end. I know a lot of people have been asking. And I do have some more questions I plan to answer in future videos too. So if you have some more that you're interested in, make sure to put them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them in future videos. So let's go ahead and get into it. We start off with some companion library books. There's 10 books, but it's actually got like 2 books in it. Like this one has Little Men and Little Women. So I guess it's 2 books there. This one ended up selling for $47 shipped for all of those. That's from the Hirsch buy. It didn't take too long to sell. I love selling book lots. We've gone over that before. Unless you're new to the channel, you should already know that's one of my things that I like picking up. But 47 bucks on those. Medium mail shipping, I would guess, is going to be around 9 or 10 bucks for those. A little bit of weight there, but again, it might be cheaper shipping it, or I could maybe ship it medium flat rate or something like that. I can find where I might want to upgrade the shipping a little bit just to ensure it gets there a little quicker and less chance that it gets lost in the medium mail shipping. A little Barney Exercise Circus VHS. Barney VHS are another one that sells. Someone mentioned in the comments when I was mentioning some of the VHS to look out for, like that's my son bouncing a ball, so if you guys hear that, I apologize. It's just him and I here right now. But so I had mentioned like Thomas and some of the other ones that you might be able to sell. That Barney one seemed to do pretty well. Not all of them, but some of them do really well, and then some you can also lot together. But 20 bucks on that. Here's a Survivor Series. I forgot what this sold for, guys, but it came in the big WWE buy. Whatever you see on the screen, that's what it sold for. So not all WWE or WWF DVDs are worth money, but it's worth looking them up. SpongeBob SquarePants, I think for GameCube, sold for 19 and some change. GameCube games, don't find them that often, but even what looks like might be a common game sometimes has some value on the GameCube just because it seems like the supply is really not there. So I'm always excited to find GameCube stuff. God of War 2 sold for 15 bucks, which is pretty good for a used game. It's also a really fun series if you haven't played it, but God of War 15 bucks shipped, goes in a bubble mailer. Max Payne 3, I forgot what this sold for too, guys. So many sales, and I try to remember, but I forget. Whatever it shows on the screen, it's a PC game. We spent 10 bucks in that box of PC games. We sold one for 15 the other day. We sold one for 40. This one sold for whatever it sold for. We had sold a box of all the rest for 100 auction, but the guy hasn't paid, so I'm not sure if he will. Bejeweled sold for $8.49. Not a whole lot. It finally sold on sale. We sold Calamity Jane and 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. TCM, like Turner Classic Movies DVD. This one sold for like $11.99. It also came in the Hirsch buy, so pretty good for a used DVD. And then Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Just Game of the Year edition, but it's just the PS3 disc only. I don't sell a lot of discs only unless they're pretty valuable. This one did okay, I guess, but I don't know if I'd list again. Maybe. We sold a bunch of Family Guy DVDs, got them for 10 bucks, which was a great, or 20 bucks. It was a great deal with a bunch of other DVDs. The problem was one of these things is missing one disc, and I couldn't find it online without buying the whole setup for. It was only had a brand new copy listed, so I'm like, I'll just list it missing disc 1, and it finally sold for like 80 something. Shipped for all of them. So it was a good deal. We're making money, but I wish I would have had that last disc. Could have asked for a little bit more and would have got it. A lot of people like the Family Guy series. Zyrtec, I got 2 of these. They're $1 each. They're like allergy sets. They don't expire till September 2022. There's 2 little packs here of 50, I believe. They sold for like 34 bucks. Same buyer bought them both. I do have 1 pack left. I had 4 in total, so we're 4 bucks in. And they sell for like $16.99 or whatever it ends up being. So love multi-quantity. A lot of health and beauty type items can be valuable. Just got to find ones that don't expire or, seem to have a good sell-through. One of my Department 56 Halloween ones going out. This is the Haunted Treehouse. You guys may remember we bought a bunch of this stuff. There's actually 2 boxes full. You can't see it, but 2 tubs full of this stuff at the bottom. We keep slowly selling it off. This one sold for 70 shipped. I'm actually hoping that as Halloween gets closer, even though we're not even near that. I shouldn't even be talking about Halloween yet, but eventually we'll get to that time of year, and I'm hoping we'll sell even more. So pretty good with that. Sold a Guitar Hero. This is the Guitar Hero Kramer PS2 wireless. It actually comes with the dongle, and I put the Aerosmith game there, and the instructions are still in there. This thing I had on my death pile. I knew it worked. I just had to test it. At the time I put it in the storage, I was just being lazy. So when I pulled everything out here and I was going through some systems, I listed a PS2 and I tested that, and that thing sold for like 70 shipped, 70 something shipped, 68 shipped, somewhere around there. they still do well. And again, that's a PS2 version. Here's kind of a little thing that you might have not thought to pick up. This is a Bruno. This is a wheelchair lift. So it goes in the back of your car so you can like lift the wheelchair up and put it in to the back of like a van or something. One of my sources got it. $50. He charged me for it. He wanted $200 for it at first. I said, no, I'm not interested. Brought it down to $100. I'm like, no, I don't want it. And then he said, $50, you can take it because no one else wants it. And I'm like, sure. I picked it up. It seemed to work. Like, it seemed like it was in good shape and it might have worked. But there was some damage, cosmetic damage to the actual arm. So what I did was I just started pulling parts off. And this is the remote and everything. I couldn't technically verify. I mean, he said it all worked. The original owner told him it did. But the arm had damage. That's why they got a new one. So I put down that original owner, like said it worked at last use, and I sold this for 110 shipped. We spent 50. Definitely a little risky because I couldn't personally verify that it worked, but it looks to be in good shape. I'm hoping it does. If so, this will almost double up on this. Plus, we have some other parts that don't really have any power mechanism. They're just pieces that I should be able to sell, and they should probably low risk for return for those. But that was something that some people might have not picked up, and it was big and heavy. But I threw in the back of the Suburban at father-in-law's, brought it to the house, started taking it apart, and made some money there, hopefully. So, a Bratz Electric Funk, little on-the-go organizer. So I guess like a little palm thing here, like those little palm pads or whatever they are. But this is for kids. This one I paid $2. Got a bunch of these little Bratz organizers and different stuff that are sealed. That one sold for like 13 or 14 shipped. We'll make some money, but not too great. When I was there, though, I did buy some Bratz purses. I spent $4 or $5 on those, and I sold them for 180 shipped. So I'll try to put a picture if I can find one. But yeah, those were an awesome buy. A little past blue ribbon hat, nothing really crazy. It sold for like 9 shipped. I think we paid 50 cents. These are something to look out for. These Cuisinart blades. It's not all of them are worth money. But this is the DLC 842 TX. This sold for $15. Not a whole lot, but if you get a food processor and it's got 2 or 3 of these and they'll all sell for $15, that's $45 in sales. Those of you who don't want to do the math. But you can just put some cardboard around it. I just put them in a bubble mailer after that. A little cardboard, then a bubble mailer, and they seem to make it okay. We sold some vinyl, and we sold a little concert piano solo book. This one sold for like 9 shipped. It's like I got a bunch of these old music books or like little concert things. A lot of them aren't that valuable. I probably wouldn't pick them up again, but that one did sell. I'm trying to get to the vinyl, but some other stuff fell. This little Axum, it's like a little card reader. It sold for $18. I think it was like an Amazon item. I got it at a garage sale. It's brand new in the box, but it sold for $18. Here's the vinyl, guys. Black Sabbath right here. Black Sabbath, you can see. Not in the best shape, but it's, you know, still got a cool art there. That one sold for like 38 shipped. That's again from the big vinyl buy we had. And then we sold Scorpions. I believe it's Blackout. So another kind of cool one there. That one sold for 30 shipped, I think is what it was. So those two are going out. I've been really enjoying the vinyl, guys, making money. Definitely you need to make sure you find the right ones and conditions, everything. But I hope I can find some more because I'm starting to run out. A bunch of chess books by Eric Schiller. It's like 5 of them here. They sold for 35 shipped. They've been up for a while, but they finally sold. I did really well on chess books. I told you guys that before. I bought a huge bundle on Facebook Marketplace years ago. It was 6 boxes for $60 or $10 so every paper box that I bought. We made a bunch of money. My wife sold one for like 100 and something on Amazon, and then I sold a bunch in different lots and stuff. It was quite a good investment. I wish I could find some more. Here's something that looks pretty modern. It's a little GE blender. So it doesn't look like anything crazy. I actually sell it at Walmart. I paid $5. This sold for 43 shipped. It's still going to cost probably 16, 17 shipped. It's not the lightest thing, and the size-wise, it's going to end up going FedEx or something like that. Maybe even 18 shipped. But for me, felt it was worth it for the 5. It's basically brand new open box. I listed it as used, but you can tell this thing's in great shape just in how all the styrofoam or whatever came with it. The buyer looked at it. They're excited already to get it, so hopefully it won't be an issue, but 40-something shipped on there. Two pairs of coat shoes. This little pair right here, they're used. They sold for 30 shipped on a best offer. And these heels here sold for 40 shipped on a best offer. And they have a couple little marks in the bottom, but they're not like pushing through or anything, so can't complain about that. Actually, I only sold women's shoes this weekend, and I don't really know much about them. These are azaleas. They sold for $20. They're really small size, but they're brand new. Got those at the thrift store for $5. They finally sold for $20, but they will go first class. Sold I forgot what the name of it is, but it's a t-shirt here. It's a billiard shirt. I got a bunch of these for $1 each at an estate sale. This one sold for a best offer of $20. I've sold 2 so far for I think $20 each, so I'm hoping to get 20 a piece for all of them when it's all said and done. It's going to take a while though. Sold some more Harlem Globetrotters, little like armbands and forehead whatever band or whatever it is, headpiece. These sold for like 13 bucks, so these all came from an online auction. Sold a metal SR Sony tape. This is used. It sold for $8.49. People like the Sony metal ones, so if you find them sealed, you got something good. Definitely keep an eye out. A Milwaukee Pocket Level, brand new, sold for $22.49. I think with a 5% off to Watcher or something like that. Probably go first class too, and it came in a big bundle. Valley of the Dolls VHS. It's actually already bubble wrapped because one day I grabbed it. This is probably like 9 months ago. I thought I had the right one and I did not. Put it in here, put it in the bubble mailer, and right before I was about to seal, I'm like, let me double check that, and I found that it was the wrong tape, so I'm glad I caught it, but it finally sold for like 7 or 8 shipped. Sold a bunch of action figures. Here's a little He-Man one. He sold for like 10 or 11 bucks shipped. This is Muckman, I believe, from Ninja Turtles. He sold for, I think, 13 shipped. And then we sold the Ninja Turtle, like, I forgot what his name is, the Bull or whatever. He sold for like 10 something shipped. And then 16 shipped for some little WWE figures. So, not going to sit here and spend a lot of time on these guys. They kind of are what they are. You can see them on the screen. But they are sales. And I show you guys everything. That's the whole point, is so you guys can see what I'm making money on. On those guys, we'll make, what, 3 bucks, maybe 4 bucks whenever it's all said and done. Not a whole lot. But again, it adds up. It helps pay the bills. And it's hard to only find $100 items. You know, even though I find them, it's hard to find enough where you can fill your store with only that and still do the same kind of volume. But whatever you want to do. An Uno score pad here, $7.49 on that one. That one's been listed for a while. Probably wouldn't list it again, but we'll make a little bit. Here's some more tapes, though. These are good. These Sony DVCs. These sold for like 30-something shipped, 34 shipped. These are just the little mini DVs that go in the little camcorder. So remember those. If you find these do well. 30-something shipped for 5 of them. They're sealed, but that's still an awesome price for old media. We got a Mario Party DS game here. This sold for 20 bucks shipped. Really good for a used one. I got a DSL. I posted it on Instagram, a 3DS XL, the green one, which I'm thinking about keeping now. It's kind of sad, but I'm like, I should keep that one. But I paid 80 bucks. Sold this game alone for 20. We sold Bob Marley Uprising for 15. This sold over the weekend. I just listed it, and I think the Beatles sold for like 12 over the weekend as well. Just listed these. I had a bunch of music, different concerts and different music artists and stuff, DVDs, and they've sold very well. And I have a bunch more to list. Brain Droppings, George Carlin. Sold this book twice already. This one sold for 12 again. I think I sold it for 11 last time, but I sold it 12 this time used. Again, pretty good for a used book. We also have, they call it a Christmas tree color wheel or something like that. You'll see on the screen here. I'm not going to pull it up because it's kind of big and bulky, but it's a light and it spins, and you put these little color wheel panels on there, and they kind of spin, and the light kind of goes through the colors. I actually have 2 wheels. It came with 2. These are from an estate sale. I think I got it for $5 or $10 for the whole setup. It sold for 65 shipped, and it sold again over the weekend. So prices were all over the place. I really was not sure where to put it. There were some selling for like 40 bucks free shipping, with just 1 wheel, and I'm like, that's not that much. And then I saw some selling for like 60 bucks free shipping, like without a wheel, but then a lot were listed and they hadn't sold. So I ended up putting mine at 65. Probably should have put it at 75. That was probably a smarter move. Wait a little while and took a little extra money, but it did sell. We're only in it for 10. It's not going to be that hard to ship because you can pull all the little colors off, obviously, and bubble them up nicely. But that one went out for 65. Definitely something to look out for in the estate sale or garage sale. It's kind of a weird thing, but obviously some people are looking for it. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. If there's something else, I don't know what it is, but hopefully I can get all this packed up. I am super tired. It's been a long weekend. I'm actually looking forward to a vacation, guys, but mine's not till June. So let's see if we can make it through there. I hope you guys are doing awesome. Hope your sales are great. Hope you're listing, staying on top of your death pile. I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully we'll have some cool things to show you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.